Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the end of October. It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we're going to take a look at your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, your energy, and see what's going on there. A huge, huge shout out and thank you to everyone who is returning. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information is in the description box below if you'd like. All right, so let's see what's going on for you the end of October. We're going to cut these. This is for Taurus. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. And wow, and the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. In your current energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Cups in reverse, and then the King of Wands in reverse. In the near future, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. The overall energy is the Two of Swords. So there's something that's got you in a place. I'm going to hold this up and get, okay. So you may have had a really tough decision to make about a relationship. This is going to be for those of you who are looking back at maybe long-term relationships you've had, even a marriage. You might have had a really difficult choice about whether you wanted to stay in a long-term relationship. It seems as though there's a choice, like a change that had to be made. And I don't think it was very easy for you to do. You could still be a little bit confused about how relationships are going to happen for you in the future. Even if you're in one currently, you could just be going back and forth, feeling a little bit unstable and not sure how you want that to look anymore. She's not necessarily stuck. She's just not really looking at the possible options. It's almost as if there's a part of you that doesn't want to have to make a choice right now. Let's see. With the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's a lot about your stability. Like, you're looking at your life right now overall. Have you done the work on you? It feels like yes. And she's loving and nurturing, and she knows what she brings to the table, masculine or feminine, by the way. And then the Queen of Pentacles, she's looking down, seeing the progress that she's made in her life, how she's done as far as her work is concerned. Maybe you're just really having a moment of a life review. It doesn't matter how old you are. We go through this where we have times where we just look at things and go, how have things gone the way that they've gone? Like, why did I make the choices that I made? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse would say there could be somebody in your energy that seems a little bit unstable, and maybe it creates questions for you about some of the choices that you've made. Now, if you are in a place where you have learn to love on yourself and you are stable financially, and then you get somebody who comes up into your world that isn't, that can make you question a lot about the choices that you've made. Maybe you've had people who have relied on you in your relationships, financially or otherwise, and it seems as though you just are taking a really deep look at this and asking yourself, what's next? How do I go about making the changes that I need to make in order to find the happiness and stability that I have found within, with another person? All right, so we'll clarify that in just a moment. Now, in the current energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse, it feels like some energy of possibly someone who could have been very manipulative, difficult. The Six of Cups in reverse could be somebody from your past. And maybe this person's trying to come back into your world. And that's part of why you did this review in the past. It's like people tend to want to come back to you guys. You're very grounded and nurturing, and not everybody gets to experience that kind of relationship in their life. So you may have been that for a lot of different people. And I feel like there's sort of a warning here to be cautious about anyone who tries to come back where there wasn't any kind of stability for you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles could also mean that there is something new coming into your life, but it's not going to be a past person that you've dealt with. It's going to be a very different situation. I'm going to wait till we get some of the clarifiers to get a little more information on that, because I do feel like something really great is coming to you. It could just be a refresh in your energy. In other words, if there's been a couple of weeks where you've been feeling a little bit tired, or you've done so much work on yourself and you're like, okay, when are things going to start happening? I feel like that motion is starting to happen, and maybe you feel it, and it's like that pentacle is really big. So this could be, yes, you could be getting a raise. There's lots of different things that can happen with that. So we'll see when we clarify. Now, the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, there might be a fear of starting something new in your life. If you are closing out a cycle with an ex that was very difficult, let's say you had a narcissist in your life, you could be holding tight right now and holding on to those experiences, and they had, in a sense, kept you in a place where you felt trapped. I feel like there's a part of you that wants to move forward, but at the same time, there's kind of a little bit of fear. Like, I want to make sure that I've got my P's and Q's in order before I take any chances. But you're really not stuck, which is great because it's in reverse. But the Page of Wands, sometimes he has a little fear of new beginnings. So you could be getting a job offer where they ask you to move locations, or they need you to do a different position and you're not comfortable with it. So you may be trying to hold tight onto what you already know. I know Tauruses sometimes don't like a lot of big change. You like your comfort and you do your job well, and a lot of times very independently. And in this case, you may have to take on working with other people or being in a situation where you're not comfortable. Now, as far as a relationship, you may be a little hesitant to move forward, and right now you're just being a little bit protective. Let's see. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. They just brought up there could be energies of sisters. So you may have a sister or someone that you rely on quite a bit, that you have been leaning on. That's going to be for some of you. It's like one of you is very emotional, the other of you is very stable. You give each other good advice. I feel like that energy's with you. So it could be a mom or anybody that's close in age with you, even a best friend. I just feel like you need to know that that person really loves you and is very supportive. Okay, masculine or feminine energy. Now, for as far as the sister is concerned, that was specific. But I feel like even if you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. It's just like there's somebody there that's really supportive of you. Okay, so the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. So then we have the Empress. So I want to say that this person helps you remember who you are and the power that you have. So the one thing I love about Taurus is you guys are always very true to yourselves, that grounded energy that you have. Even though you give of yourself so unconditionally, it's like you can still maintain holding things together even when things are falling apart. So people do rely on you a lot, and that can be really exhausting, especially if this Knight of Pentacles is someone who's come in and not really contributing to, let's say, your household situation, or they're having difficulty and you're holding down the fort. That's what I feel like might be happening. So God knows, even if something is going awry in the recent past, you sure did get through it, still pushing through hard. Like the Empress is really powerful. All right, so let's look at the Queen of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, and then we had the Four of Wands. So you might have had a partner who didn't contribute much in the financial area, and or just only had a little bit to offer. If this is you having gone through a divorce, it could have caused some instability, and that's why you need help from other people. You're looking for advice or just support from those if you have to go through this right now or you just recently did. And that's why I think the Ace of Pentacles is coming in to let you know that things are going to be okay. If you're concerned about money, it's going to be all right. There will be opportunities that I just heard show up on your doorstep. Yep, have faith. The Hierophant came through. Now, this can be about higher education as well. You may be in a position where you can learn something new. They're just saying have faith, basically. Not to focus too much on the past and the people who have created some kind of drama or been manipulative and difficult. Have faith that the future can look very different. It doesn't have to continue to repeat itself. And then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So although things may seem like they're moving slowly, they are still moving. So if you're wondering if something new is going to come in the current energy, I do feel like it is. It's like you're being asked to regain your faith. So if you need to take a step back to focus, like I said, it's almost like a life review. Like you're looking back over things and asking yourself, how can I do this differently? How can I change the way I move going forward? And the Four of Pentacles could say you're holding on to the things that really mattered and keeping those things to yourself. If you went through a divorce, you may have had to fight for some things that were yours, and now you're holding tightly to those things that are precious to you. But don't be afraid about this new start, because it's definitely going to come. Maybe you need a little time to just regain that passion again about either moving forward in relationships or this shift and change into a new beginning for yourself at work. Now, the Eight of Swords, like I said, is not being stuck. So let's see with the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, the Hangman. He's just kind of waiting there. And that's what I feel like you might be doing. While you're holding on kind of tightly to what you have, it's allowing you to really think things through before you take too big of a step. If you have to give these people an answer, I'm going to say just ask them to hold off before you make a decision, and make sure that it's something you're going to be really willing and able, emotionally, mentally, whether it be that or physically, do. Because it's going to get you out of a place of feeling stuck. All right. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. So the Four of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse could say that there might still be a little bit of internal work. Maybe at times you question whether you can actually see those who have snake-like qualities. So you want to be very cautious. He's able to shine a light on it, and you may be going through a moment right now before you make any real decisions about focusing on that and saying, okay, where do I look over my life and see where I've chosen these things? Why did I choose them? Do I know now the difference? And can I pick up on that when I meet new people in my world, regardless of who it is? Because anybody can take advantage. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, it could have been several people. Doesn't have to necessarily be a partner, meaning in a relationship. It could have also been people that you worked with that took advantage of your kindness or your willingness to work really, really hard, and sometimes even take on other people's jobs. So in this case, I'm going to say you may be looking at things from a different perspective, and before you take that step forward to get from a place of reflection, you're going to want to know for sure that this is going to be something that's going to be different from what you've already experienced. All right, I'm going to clear these and we will get into the person on your mind. So think about them for just a moment. Let's see. This is for Taurus. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who's pretty straightforward. The Strength card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, whoever you're dealing with wants to let you know that they know what they want. They're very straightforward. So I think they might be, if you haven't spoken to this person in a bit, they want to come tell you the truth about how they feel. Or even if you're in the relationship, it's like they're trying to find a way to tell you that they want this to kind of not start over, but be fresh. They have something to offer you, something very stable. Your energy is the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. The overall energy is the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is actually great because it means that you're open, or the both of you might be open to the idea that this can work out. Like I said, this person is straightforward and is going to tell you like it is. They have a whole lot of strength. They're building up the strength. They want to come forward and tell you that they have this offer. Now, if there's been hurt or disappointment in the relationship, I think they want to let you know that they may have made a couple of mistakes or something wasn't right. They need to tell you something. So I think they just have some truths to unveil. Doesn't mean that they did anything wrong. I don't feel that. I just feel like they're pretty clear and to the point. Yours is the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. To me, this says that you're not going to be moving forward with anything or anyone after all the changes that you've already been through. So you may have had to do a lot of work on you in order to come to this place. Like we discussed, it's like you're looking over everything and how it happened. And the Seven of Swords in reverse, you may have already left a situation where somebody had cheated or was difficult, lied, and all of that. And I just don't think you're willing to put up with that. Obviously, none of us want that in our lives. But the Eight of Cups in reverse, there's a part of you that isn't quite ready to walk away. So if there have been issues between the two of you, I don't think this is the same person from the main reading. I feel like you're not quite in that place where you're ready to walk away. That's why both movement cards, the Chariot and the Eight of Cups, are in reverse. So let's get the romance angels and see what's going on. This is for Taurus. Okay, so we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And then we have love yourself first. Yeah, absolutely. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So this is all very positive. It feels really good. It does feel like there are feelings between the two of you. I think what you've been focused on most is loving yourself first. Even if there is a tremendous amount of attraction, it could be that this is somebody who's different from what you're used to. And that could be a lot of different ways, meaning they're not manipulative. Maybe this is somebody who actually has themselves together and you are kind of like, okay, this is different. They may be someone who holds down the fort and you're not accustomed to that. I don't know why that came out, but it did. So it seems really good. I like the energy. I hope that this is something that you want and that you're interested in putting the effort into, because it does seem really good. Let's get the advice. This is for Taurus. What's the advice for this situation? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. There you go. Get to know each other. The Six of Cups. Make sure that you do not give more, like you usually do, into a relationship than somebody gives you. Stay out of your head about it, and don't let anything keep you stuck. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Focus on how great this could be. Maintaining your work life and balance between that and your relationship, I think, is going to make things beneficial. And then they're saying just have a really good time. Open up and allow this person into your space. I think you two could actually end up being a power couple is what I want to say. But have some fun, really get to know each other better. Even if you've been in this for a while, I think they're saying don't give so much of yourself. Find balance within the relationship. Don't let it keep you in your head, and don't allow it to keep you stuck, because the Hangman's in reverse. That's movement and not allowing things to keep us in that, that stuck mental energy is what I want to say. All right, let's look at the Lover's Oracle. This is for Taurus. Ooh, there was a card that I want to grab for some reason. Where did it go? Okay, I think it was this one. It says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. I think that's a great message. And then we have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Absolutely. And then we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay. Now let's get a couple of messages from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Taurus. I'm going to close this out for you guys with these. So we have co-create. That's you co-creating with the universe and with a partner. Fours are all about finding balance within. And then we have by the book. You could be a little bit old-fashioned. A lot of Tauruses are. You like things to look a certain way, and that's great. The two of you could be very in tune with each other. In other words, you have the same values which I like. The 11s can also be true soulmates and or possibly twin flames. And then we have go the distance. This reduces 2 and 11 as well. So you've got a lot of 11, 11. You could have been seeing that. And you may have met this person and thought, wow, this is different than anything I've really experienced before. All right. And then we have time to go. Releasing anything from the past, like it said. What was the card that said that? I feel like there's just letting, the one from the Lover's Oracle. Release anything that's from the past that's closing out so that you don't carry that into a new relationship. And then we have message in a bottle. That's a 6, which is also about finding balance as well. Now, the 6, I feel like with the 1 and the 5, it's like new beginnings and big changes. So something is going to become very clear to you that needs to. And then closing out those cycles is really going to help you put forth the effort to go the distance in something that really is meant for you. Okay, my loves, I hope that resonated for you. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you again for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box. I hope you guys have an amazing end of your month, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Lots of love.